Hi everyone, I'm just doing a quick video update to answer some of the questions that we've received now that we've announced all of the cities, what we're doing, what we're planning, and changes to the plan that might occur as a result of the questions that people are asking us and as a result of the feedback that we're getting. We have announced all of the cities and they are the cities that we're going to. We made those decisions based on concentration of fan numbers, where concerts went for One Direction, where we noticed people were, and its practical realities as well about getting to places in a certain period of time. So we tried to hit as many big cities as we could as we go across the USA in order to get us to other big cities, if that makes sense. While there are not a huge number of fans that we are anticipating from Albuquerque, we have to stop there along the way because it's impossible to drive from Phoenix to Dallas and skip that town, so we have to stop there. So there's some practical reasons that we've chosen those cities that we've chosen, and then there are other reasons about fan concentration and meeting the maximum number of people as possible. And it's the same for Europe as well. We've chosen to get to as many places as we possibly can. We're doing Europe all on trains, we won't have a car, and so there are some limitations on how we go about doing that. Beyond that, we've had a lot of people writing to us and asking about, will you be coming to the Deep South? Is Florida part of the Deep South? I'm not really sure. But will you be coming to Atlanta, Georgia? Can you come to Seattle? Can you come to North Carolina? Are you coming to Dakota? Like all these different places in the US. And the answer, quite simply, is at the moment with our current plan, we actually just cannot physically get to all of those cities. I know that there are large fan concentrations. I know that I've been told a lot of people would come into certain cities if we went to certain areas and regions, but it's a matter of if we went to, for example, Atlanta, we wouldn't be able to get to St. Louis, Chicago, Cleveland, Toronto, or Montreal in time. So we had to choose 4 cities over 1. That doesn't mean that we don't want stories from those places, and it doesn't mean that we don't want fans to contribute to the documentary from those places. It just means that we can't actually get to those places. But we also have an alternative suggestion. Nat and I raised $7,500, and $2,500 of that money was our own. So we raised $5,000. We're currently way over budget. We actually need an additional amount of money in order to complete the documentary. Natalie and I are mostly contributing that ourselves. If anyone would like to contribute to the PayPal, that is an option available as well. We would like to go to as many places as possible, but we've estimated the cost of changing our plans and visiting more places at $10,000. And that is a lot of money. We estimate that we need to add another 2 weeks to the end of our tour. That then means that we need to start paying our own rent back home. We both have partners who are paying for the rent entirely by themselves while we're away, and a lot of pressure on them. So there's this huge number of other costs that are associated with changing our plans. We have to change flight details, we have to hire cars for longer, we need to find more accommodation. That's kind of the situation. If you want us to come to different cities, we need to raise more money in order to do that. We don't think that we're going to be able to raise an additional $10,000, which would get us to more places in America, more places in Europe, and we might be able to get to Japan and Singapore as well. If we raise more money again, we'd look at other countries. I've had a lot of messages from South America, particularly Argentina and Brazil. We would love to be able to go there. We would absolutely love to be able to talk to people in those countries, but the cost for changing our plans increases exponentially every time we want to add a new city or go for longer. As far as Nat and I are concerned and our level of enthusiasm for this project, we are absolutely enthusiastic to meet as many people as possible, and if that means going to more places and taking a little bit more time to do it, we're really interested in being able to do that, but we can't because of the amount of money that it would take to do it. I guess what we're saying is that if we do raise an additional amount of money, we will start looking at coming to more places, but it needs to be a significant amount of money that we raise. I don't know whether anyone is interested in that, and I don't know whether it's something that's going to happen. We've decided that anybody who contributes to the PayPal account, who clicks on the donate button on PayPal, will receive the same rewards as anybody who contributed on the Possible campaign. We think that's only fair, but I just don't know whether or not we're going to raise any additional money. Any money that we do raise, if it's not enough to change our plans, will go directly into making this documentary. We're not using the money for ourselves. It doesn't cover equipment. Any extra money that we raise is just for the documentary and covering where we are already running at a loss. It just covers those costs. If we start hitting a significant amount of money, for example, if we raise $10,000, we will absolutely look at changing our plans. I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest. The 7.5 was hard enough, and that was only really 5. I'm going to kind of hand that over to you. If you want us to change our plans, we are actually enthusiastic about doing that, but we cannot afford it. If you would like us to be able to afford it, we need to raise more money. That's, I guess, what has to be the deal. Please keep registrations coming through. We'd really love to see as many people as possible on our tour, and we really look forward to your support. And thank you so much for your support so far. I'll talk to you soon.